Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing something a little different for my merch section, I guess. So because I was moving, I haven't been buying merch and like figures like that as much as before, because I'm trying to cut down on the amount of stuff I have to pack up. So marking this recording is like a week before the big move. So what I'm going to do for this part of the video instead is just go through all my acrylic stands. As you can see, I have quite a bit of them, and show you guys each acrylic stand one by one, and before I pack them up in a box to go away for now. So that's what we're gonna do, and let me just switch views real quick. Okay, so now that we have a new view, let's go over each little merch / acrylic stand one by one. So the first thing I have here is my Acheron train set from Honkai Star Rail. Acheron is one of my favorite characters, not the favorite, but one of my favorites. And what I really liked about this train set is unlike other like gacha, like small figures, these figures you could actually choose whether you wanted to participate in the gacha or not. So I decided not to participate in the gacha because I don't trust my luck, and I decided to just get the Acheron set. I wanted to get the others from Honkai Star Rail, but I didn't really want to spend a lot of money on these small little figures, and also I didn't have a place to really put them. So I just got Acheron. If I could have gotten the Kafka one, I would have, because she's actually my favorite character, but it wasn't available. Okay, so next we have this little acrylic stand of Shenhe and Ganyu. Now this is an official acrylic stand from Genshin or MiHoYo, and it's not back and front, but Shenhe is like one of my favorite characters from the game. I really love her, especially when she's paired with my Ayaka. So I was really excited to get this little acrylic stand. It was on sale, so normally the acrylic stands on the Genshin website would be like 12 to 15. I don't remember paying that much for this one. It is a bit smaller than the others, but this one was like 8 or 9 if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like it was a nice deal because it's a really high quality acrylic stand, and you get a really pretty base with it as well. So this is that acrylic stand. Okay, so next I have this Miyabi acrylic stand. I also bought, and it's going to be in one of the older videos, an Astro Yao acrylic stand. However, that one I didn't keep. That one I gave away to my friend because his birthday was coming up and he really likes Zenless Zone Zero. But I did buy a Miyabi one for myself weeks earlier because I absolutely love Miyabi. She's like my favorite character for ZZZ and probably the most built character on my account. And I'm not sure if these were from the official Hoyo site. It probably wasn't, because when I saw these on Amazon, it wasn't from their official Hoyoverse storefront. So, but they still look pretty good for not being official merch. I do admit that I'm not liking the scratches on this, and I can't remember if I took off the protective coating or not. I feel like I did, because I usually like to do it. But unfortunately there are some scratches on here, but it's not a huge deal in the world. And Miyabi still looks pretty good, so I'm really happy with this. Okay, so next we have these Raiden Shogun and Mavuika acrylic stands. Now the difference between these ones and the others is that these I got off of AliExpress. Definitely bootlegs, like 110%. Like I have the official acrylic stand from the official Hoyoverse storefront from Amazon, and it's much bigger than these two. So they're definitely bootlegs, but they still look pretty good. I only paid like $2 for each one, so that's not like a bad deal considering that they're not official. So I said in the video, if you want something that's like cheap and very small and you don't want an acrylic stand that's going to take up a lot of space, then the bootlegs may not be the worst thing in the world. I'm always skeptical when encouraging people to buy bootlegs, because bootlegs is a touchy subject, and sometimes it's just better off getting the actual like product. Like for figures, I never encourage people to buy bootleg figures, because not only are they stealing from artists who actually take time to make the figure, but they also don't look that good. The faces are typically wonky for bootleg figures, so I never encourage people to go out and buy bootleg figures. But acrylic stands and like keychains and stuff like that, they're much easier to get away with, because typically they don't look as horrendous as a figure. But I always say, if you have the money to get the official one, then then that should be your first choice. But if you don't have that money, or you need something very small and just very quick, then you know, you could buy one to your discretion. But I ended up getting these for a video and I really like them, so I kept them. So sounds good. Okay, well, speaking of those figures, this is the official figure from the official acrylic stand from the Malvika and the Raiden Shogun series. So this one is of Zhongli because I love Zhongli. He's like my favorite archon, and I got the official one for him, and you can see it's a big difference compared to like the bootlegs. So this is how the official one from that series look. I'm assuming it's going to be similar for Raiden and Malvika. I'm not going to go into details because I have a video of that already. But as you can see, it looks really nice, and Zhongli looks really cool, and the print quality is a lot better and it's a lot bigger. So yeah. Okay, and then we have this Iron Mouse acrylic stand. Now this one, I am not sure if this is a bootleg or not. I did get it off of AliExpress and I didn't recognize the seller who was selling it. So a part of me wants to believe it's a bootleg, but it's a really nice like quality acrylic stand. Like, it's very thick. The only thing that's a bit off about it is probably the little stand it comes with, because the stand is very small and is not decorative, but the acrylic itself is really high quality. I can't get a lot of Iron Mouse official merch that easily. This might change in the coming months because as the recording of this video, it's probably going to be right before her like stream anniversary, and she was planning to do something big for that, so there might be a lot more merch of her available. I know as this time, she has 2 figures that are going to come out soon that are on pre-order as the recording of this video. One is from Good Smile. It's a Purple Parade large for about $86 I saw, and then another one from Taito from the Justa series. I don't know if it's a Japanese exclusive or not, it might be, but I saw that one as well. Those are from usually affordable like figure brands, but even those 2 figures that I've seen right now that are on pre-order that's currently available seems to be quite expensive, so I've been debating whether to get either one of them or both of them or not at all. I might end up getting one, maybe the Good Smile Pop-Up Parade, because I like that one a lot better. It looks closer to Iron Mouse, but I haven't decided yet, because with moving and transitioning and stuff, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have that extra money to spend. So we'll see. But I really like Iron Mouse. She's like one of my favorite VTubers, one of the first VTubers I watched. So I really wanted some merch of her. I ended up getting a bag of her for my shopping, and I ended up getting like a old Gamer Subs sticker of her. So, and now I have this acrylic stand, so that's pretty nice. And finally, for acrylic stands, we have this Ayaka acrylic stand. Now, you guys know, may or may not know, if you're a common person for this channel, you probably do know, I love Ayaka. She's like my main Genshin. She was my first 5-star, and she has my heart. So I needed to get something of Ayaka. I already had a pin of her, like a small little pin of her, but I wanted an acrylic stand of her, and I saw this on the official Hoyo store on Amazon storefront of her in this really nice acrylic stand of her in her alternate skin. So I got it. But like Zhongli, it's pretty big, very hefty, good sized acrylic, and you know, you can't go wrong with the Hoyo store and the Amazon storefront. You're typically gonna get high quality stuff. Maybe a little expensive, but at least you know it's official art and official merch. So that was nice. And then finally, this is not an acrylic stand, but I wanted to show it off anyways. This is a little, I guess, cup holder of Chainsaw Man. And this actually I got because I think the Barnes & Noble's like cafe was doing a promotion with different animes where they'll make little cup sleeves of different animes. I have a Spy Family one as well, but that one is like home and like my childhood home, so I can't really show you that one. But I have this one from Chainsaw Man, which I thought was really cool. It wasn't me who got it. I think it was like one of my friends. She went to get some coffee and she realized they were giving out these cup sleeves, and she asked me if I wanted one. Of course I said yes. So here we have it. So I really like Chainsaw Man. It's one of those grungy shows that are like, that maybe not be suitable for a young audience, but it's still very much entertaining to watch. So I'm so excited about this cup sleeve. So yeah. Okay, so that's all the stuff from that little cupboard section. And this is all the merch that I collected. This is all have been collected within a year. Most of it is Hoyo stuff because I'm a sucker for gacha games with pretty characters. But there is some other stuff outside of Hoyo here as well, like the Iron Mouse acrylic stand. And I'm happy with my little acrylic stand haul. I don't know if I'm going to get too many more acrylic stands. I feel like I have a lot already. But if I do, I'll make sure to post about it on this channel. So that is it. So now we're just going to go into the last figure unboxing before I move. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be unboxing Mariel, which is one of the cosplays that are featured in the anime 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. Now, I really like Liliel as like a character, both because the main character of the show cosplays her, and also because I do like the universe that they kind of built around Liliel, but I love the design of Mariel a bit better. I feel like if I was ever to cosplay from this anime, it would probably be Mariel instead of Liliel, because I'm not really a big fan of like wearing blonde also, and I just feel like the black and purple would look a lot better on me personally than like the white, pink, and blonde. So I end up getting Mariel to complement my Liliel, who is not with me right now. She's packed up, and because this is going to be the last figure that I unbox for a while, because like I said multiple times in multiple videos, I am in the process of moving, and the more figures I buy, the more things I'll have to pack up, and it'll become more of a hassle. So this is going to be the last figure I buy personally, unless something super crazy comes up. I don't think it will, but unless something crazy comes up, this will be my last figure that I bought. And so I'm really happy to unbox her. This figure is not only from Bandai Namco, but it's also one of those Ichiban Kuji figures. If you don't know, like there's a lottery system in like certain stores in Japan, and even some stores in like the US too, where you could buy a bunch of tickets, and then depending on what ticket you buy, you can win a certain prize. Normally the most common prizes are like clear folders, keychains, stickers, stuff like that. But one of the bigger prizes is like a figure of the character from that lottery. They have lotteries for different animes, and I guess the Mariel figure is one of those lotteries. Typically they're more expensive than normal figures because since they are done in like a lottery system, they're less available than the typical claw machine figures. However, I don't know if it's because of supply and demand. Maybe not a lot of people are buying Mariel compared to Liliel, but I was able to find Mariel for a normal price I will typically buy for figures, so I end up picking her up. And I'm just gonna unbox her, and I want to show you guys how she looks. Okay, so here she is. I really like this figure. It's a lot smaller than the figure I got for Liliel because Liliel is from a different brand, I guess. Liliel is from the Glitz and Glamour series from Bandai Namco, and she's from the Ichiban Kuji style figures. But I do like her. The details are very nice. The sculpting is also really nice. Like, I would say the sculpting is on par with the Liliel figure, which is good because that means they're going to match fairly nicely. And I really love the pose that she is. I think it's really cute. And I do like the fact that she's a sitting figure because it'll make it easier to pack her up and display her because she's kind of small. I kind of wish that they painted her nails because her nails look kind of plain. I'm not sure if her nails are painted in the anime. I never looked at their fingers. So I don't know if it was like because they wanted to save time and money or it was like a stylistic choice. Either way, I do love her. I think she's sculpted really cutely and I'm really happy that I picked up this figure because she's just so adorable and I just really love her. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and stick around for the spit paint. Bye!